Alright, here it is, June 2nd, 2022. I am back down at the West Paseo. The time now is 4:11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We're in the 32nd week of major construction. I got down here early so that I could witness the pouring of the concrete for the new sidewalk here. So this is what we got going on now. Guys are just starting to get the concrete poured, putting it in, getting it laid down there. Cement truck is back over there in the dark over there by the banyan tree. I don't know how much you can see. There's the 3 red lights that are on the cement truck. They're pouring the cement and then they're hauling it in here, I think. So I'm going to shoot some of this morning, see what we got. Starting to get the first bit of concrete in, getting it smoothed out there. So see how they get this done up. Just looking around the West Paseo here now. I don't really see anything else going on, just a concrete pour right here currently. So I'll shoot some of this, see how it goes. Here's the little unit that comes in and dumps the cement. Coming down through here now. So we're seeing the first cement getting poured here for the morning. So you got 2 of the units. See a second unit coming in with more concrete. So you have 2 of these units coming in, shuffling concrete from the truck to this sidewalk area here. Alright, I'm going to pause this here for a second and switch over to my telephoto lens and get a more close-up view of the action here. Alrighty. Right, here I am now on my 77mm telephoto lens, shooting with that. Get a little bit closer view of what's going on here. I'm up here by the former Vino Winery place here, up on this elevated patio area here, shooting down into the down into the Old Town Tavern. For some reason the lighting here on my iPhone screen doesn't seem to reflect the actual lighting I'm seeing in front of me now. Seems a little bit dimmer or something. Not sure why it's not more accurate than it is. But maybe it's just a reflection of the iPhone screen. It'll look different when I get it back home. Also, one of the handicaps I got here is I got this one light shining right back into the lens of the phone, which I think is kind of probably impacting the sensors on the phone. With this one light shining right back into my shooting area here. Might eventually move on back around to brown there. Looks like I could shoot over the fence down there, possibly. We'll see. But this is what we got going on here. I don't know if I tried to shield the iPhone sensors from the that one light that's shining right down into me. I think my hand would be out in front of the phone, so that wouldn't help things at all. I'm trying to hold the phone steady, but got all this so it looks like they're pouring the sidewalk will be right up against the flower bed there, or the planter wall. It's poured right up to it. So that'll be interesting to see how that works. This is the best point of view I've got, I think, but the lighting here is kind of lame, especially having this one light right in my face. See, they're starting the smoothing process on the first part they poured there. So I'm not sure how this is going to work exactly here. They're pouring the sidewalk back by the Old Town Tavern that way, but then I'm not sure what they're going to do down here for this part here. So they may delay this to do something different. I don't know. This part down here below, you see right here. The other thing I've noticed is they've rebuilt the fence. So the fence is now, I'll turn it over here a little bit. The fence is now back behind the planter, really. It runs here, out, and then down, which is hard to see from this perspective in this lighting. The fence runs on down, and it runs on down there around the tree. So I'll be curious to see how this all falls out. But we're getting the sidewalk going here. To see if I do walk down to brown, am I going to be able to shoot anything from that end? Can't really tell. Sidewalk's coming along pretty quick here. They've already got, like, well, I'm going to guess maybe 8 to 10 feet put in there. So they'll knock this out pretty quick at this rate. Get down to the end. Time now is still is 4:22 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I don't think sunrise is till like 5:17 or something like that. But we might get to the point where I think twilight is like 4:49 or something like that. So as the sun comes up, we might improve on the lighting here a little bit. I don't know how much of this I'm going to shoot. I mean, the whole process will take some hours because they'll pour the concrete and then the smoothing guys will be on it for at least an hour plus, doing their part to get it all smoothed out. And then what happens with this part, like I showed back up here, I'm not really sure how that's going to go. If they built the fence like that, you would think they would pour this part down here too, but I don't see any forms on this part that I can tell. But I am getting some footage of the sidewalk getting put back in place. It's been like about a little less than 24 hours now since they started the tear out, which was approximately 4 a.m. Yesterday. So now we are down here at almost 4:30, and they're getting the sidewalk put back. So process is moving forward fairly quickly here. Yeah, you can see down there a guy just walked out the end of the fence area down there back over to the cement truck onto Brown. So I think if I went down there, they got that opened up, I wouldn't have a spot to shoot from down there. I don't think they'd be too happy with me walking back up in there. So I'll just have to shoot from here. Theoretically, after they got so far along, I could walk all the way down and go back over by the Bischoff's residence over there and shoot on that over the fence there. That's a possibility. Been pretty good on my timing the last 2 days getting down here, just anticipating, you know, when I thought they might be starting on this. So I figured today by 3 a.m. some of the crews would be in here maybe prepping on stuff, so they have been down here getting all their stuff ready, and then they started right at about a little after 4 a.m. started moving the concrete in. So these guys shuffling concrete got a pretty good cycle going, coming and going pretty quickly, dumping the cement. It's probably not going to be very exciting footage here. But I can always edit some of it out or speed it up or do something. Don't need to use all the footage I shoot, I suppose. Once you get down there so far and clear that that tree, I should be able to see some stuff over there by the Bischoff building. So there's a lot of stuff to shoot here. I think I may pause this and then walk on around, see what I can see from the other end, just to capture something different. Alrighty. Okay, here I am on Brown, moving down towards the entrance into the Old Town Tavern area. Got the cement truck over here. It's probably the second cement truck, I'm not sure. Got the cement crews truck station down here. Back down in here where they're working. Come down here just a little bit. Got a view from this perspective here. You can see the little cement truck things there, ferries moving the concrete in and out. Cement trucks parked right back over here, over the fence. Shoot down through here for a little bit. See what they're doing. They're dumping their concrete. See, they got the form set up right there. Comes on, so they'll pour the concrete on around the end of the flower bed here, out to the edge of the I think ultimately it looks like, from what I can see, they got a form sort of started, so they could, once they get this poured right here, they'll come on around this sort of L-shaped bend, and then they'll end it right here where the other side of the planter comes across. They'll probably seal that off, and then that'll be the end of the sidewalk area right there, seemingly. And I'll probably stick around here for a while. I won't shoot all of this, but I'll try to shoot in such a fashion as to sort of get the whole story told. I'm going to shoot a little bit more here, then I'm going to move around over by the Bischoffs over there and shoot some from over there. Got a little bit of a dance going with these cement ferries here. Alright, I'm going to end this here and then move on around over by the Bischoffs and see what I can see over there. Alright. Right here I'm sitting at Brown and Main, just shooting the cement truck here at the opening to the West Paseo. Just shuffling their Shuffling their cement back and forth from the truck into the pouring area in front of the Old Town Tavern. So shooting a little bit of this. Second cement truck still parked over there waiting for its turn to come into the area. So I'm going to pause this and then move on over to the Bischoff. Now that I'm looking at it, I think this cement truck's going to be blocking my view, but I'll take a chance just to shoot a little bit over there. Alrighty. Right here I am shooting over by the Bischoffs. Can't really see very much over here. Not only is the truck in the way, but because the fence is up, I can't see anything through the fence. So kind of a futile effort here. And back around here. You got the other cement truck back over there. Yeah. Got their operation all set up here. So I'm probably going to cut this short. The sky is starting to lighten up, so we're starting to get a little bit of dawning here over to the east there. So no use shooting too much from over here. No, can't really see anything other than the cement truck here. Alrighty. Alright, here I am back where I was at Brown and Main. This is probably one of the best spots to shoot from here. I'll probably come and go from here several times. We'll see how this works when they come around this corner here. See how the sidewalk falls out. Definitely going to be a bigger passageway down through here now once all this is totally completed. So it'll be a lot different from the bar than it used to be. See how that works. Let them shoot just a little bit here, then I'll walk on back around to my other spots. Alrighty. Right, here I am back down in front of the Vino Winery former location, shooting back down. I'm making pretty quick work of this sidewalk, I gotta say. Time now is 4:45 a.m. We're getting the sidewalk poured on around. They're getting close to where they'll turn the corner there. It'll be interesting to see how that falls out. Eventually, as time goes along and they kind of finish off this end of the West Paseo here and get it situated such that people can come into the Old Town Tavern right off of Brown and Main there. Then they'll proceed to finish off that flower bed, sealing off the end of what formerly was the sidewalk there. Becomes a planter area, and you won't be able to come straight off Brown into the bar anymore per se. You'll just have to come through the main entrance and then make a little jog there at that L and come into the bar that way. But I think Paul, the bar owner, is going to want to redo his signage somewhat here in the future, because the sign that's down there, I guess that can stay. You could see it from the street there as long as the tree doesn't grow in front of it. But we'll see. That's all stuff yet to be figured out. So they got these two cement trucks down here. I'm wondering if they're going to pour this other planter area that's back over here by the Bischoffs. Got the trucks down here with cement. Seems like it'd be a good time to go ahead and pour that planter and get those forms torn out. You'll have that completed. So they may do that. I don't know. See what the plan is here. Gotta say, having this planter with a low wall right here, right up against the area where the Old Town Tavern is, seems a little potentially dangerous to me. I can see somebody not paying attention and backing up and tripping and falling into that flower bed or something. Should be a higher wall there, really. Would have been a better idea, but maybe in the future something will be there. But got a potential trip hazard there, especially when you got people drinking and moving around and kind of getting a little carried away. And then if they plant any kind of cacti or spiny desert plants in there, you're gonna really want to be careful. You'll falling back in onto a barrel cactus or something. Gonna put a dent in your day for sure there. Alright, I'm getting a lot of footage here, so I'm thinking what I'll do, I'm just going to stop shooting and I'll just observe, and then I'll reshoot and we'll start shooting again when there's something that's a little more dynamic and of interest. It's different from just the mundane stuff we're getting now. Alrighty. Taking a break. Right, got a new development going on here. Got a cement truck coming back up, coming up the West Paseo from the more eastern end of it. Gonna set up here. So, not sure what the goal of this truck is, but delivering some more cement into the area. See, the sky's starting to lighten up. Hopefully when the sun gets a little bit higher here, these building lights will shut down and the lighting will become a little more natural down through here. But they are moving on down with their work down there towards the place where they'll turn the corner. I switch back over here to my wide-angled lens for now, but I'll switch back and forth depending on what seems to be appropriate. But quite a bit of activity down here in the early morning. Cement trucks in, getting the sidewalk poured, and maybe the goal of this cement truck will be to pour the concrete for this flower bed back over here, or the planter area. We'll see. Could be multiple things going on down here. Here comes the site supervisor. Gonna see how all of his plans are working out down here. See what his crew's doing. I think this is the most guys I've seen in one place. since I've been observing down here. Quite a few people. Time is now 5:04 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So we're getting more guys over here on this one side, so maybe they are going to pour the concrete for those planter areas there. Be nice to see that done. Get rid of those forms and you get a better idea of how the area is going to start looking. Got the street cleaner back down here today, back over in the distance there, running up and down the streets of Old Town. Maybe I'll pause here and switch back over to my telephoto lens, shoot back down through here where the sidewalk's getting done. Alrighty. Right here I am on my telephoto lens, shooting back downward into the sidewalk area here. Starting to brighten up pretty good, so I'm hoping these artificial lights will go off. Get rid of that. Might have to reset my white balance, we'll see. Shoot back over here. Cement truck's coming in. Not sure what the goal of this cement truck is really. I was just guessing maybe the planter areas over there. We still have the one cement truck back down there by the banyan tree, so he's supplying cement for the sidewalk, I think. So we'll see. I don't know if this guy's going to be also supplying sidewalk cement, or if they are going to start pouring those planters down there. But you got a whole nother set of guys back over there around the planters, so maybe they're doing the going to do the planters here. Starting to turn the corner down there, I think. It looks like they're pulling the board back to them, so they're now moving north-south instead of east-west in their efforts there, so that would indicate they've turned the corner. Can't really see what this other truck's doing. This big pillar's right in my way. But let me pause here for a second and move my stool. Alright, I moved my stool just a little bit so I can see this other cement truck, and I still can't really tell. I think he's dumping out some cement, but I can't tell exactly where it's going, but I'm guessing it's for those planters over there. You got these two cement trucks in here. We might as well get all that they can get done. Get that planter finished off, pull the forms off of that, and they'll be getting pretty far along on this west end of the project here. These guys are going around the corner down there. So that'll all be poured. Let's see, today's Thursday the 2nd, tomorrow's the 3rd. So I'll see how this all works out for the Old Town Tavern, see if they can put their patio furniture back out here and Get a little business going. See who will be the first customers on the new patio for the weekend coming up here. Kind of be kind of an inaugural kind of thing. But there are some things that are going to have to be done. Like I say, the trip hazard for this planter area here is not good. I suppose you could, the bar, Paul himself could build a kind of a fence along there, but that'll be a little bit of an expense for him. But better than getting sued by some guy with a cactus stuck to his butt, I suppose. There's some trucks moving around back over here. Cannot really tell what that cement truck's doing at all. I'm guessing that it's working on that planter area, but it might just be that he's supplying cement for the sidewalk down here as it turns the corner. Got a limited view here. The sidewalk's looking good. Guys starting to do the smoothing process. Sun's coming on up pretty soon. I think these artificial lights will go off. They're on a timer, I think, set to sunrise, which is about, I think, it's 5:13 now, so I think sunrise is 5:20 something maybe. Actual, when it pops up above the horizon there, sunrise. May take another break here, let the sun come on up a bit, and shoot some more once once the sun is up and I can see a little bit better what's going on here light-wise. Alrighty, it's gonna be a pretty long video. The last one was 36 something. It's going to blow through that, I think, maybe. Alrighty. Alright, here it is, 5:36 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm back shooting a little bit. Sun's starting to come on up. Sunrise was at 5:27, I think, Mountain Standard Time. You can see back over there, the cement truck's moving on up. They are pouring concrete in that planter, those planter forms back over there. So that is getting done today. So by tomorrow, I guess that sets up, they'll begin pulling the forms off of that, and then the planter areas down here, at least those right there will be getting taken care of. You still got these big turquoise oval planters that need to be fixed up and poured. I suppose they'll do those once they get all of this other stuff taken care of. because those will be just creating, you know, blocks through there. So here we are, sidewalk's done. They turned the corner down there. You can see ahead of me there, they turned the corner and then ended it back over there by where their forms were. So got the concrete completed there. So that's all looking good. Doing some finish up cement work down here. And still curious as to how this whole corner section here is gonna work out. So I don't know when they're gonna pour this. Apparently they're not doing it today. So I'll be curious to see how that works out. So, but at least we got this part done. Bar can sort of get settled back in here once all this is dried off. Assume that they'll let it set up today, and it'll be hardened up by the afternoon, and then tomorrow maybe we can put the furniture and stuff back out there, see how that goes. And then I'll be curious to see where they're going to put the fence, if they're going to bring the fence back over here. I would think that they would bring the fence back over and put it on this side of the planter area here, just to, because you do have the trip hazard there, and you don't really, if they need to do any work in those flower beds or planter area there, they need to, which they still have to do. So the fence will probably come back over here where it originally was, sort of along the edge of this flower bed, which will be good. See back over there. Getting those concrete poured in those planter areas back over there. Pan on around here. See back over here by this tree. It's all the concrete that was torn out of the old sidewalk there by that tree. So they'll probably get a debris truck in here before too long, haul all this out. I think I've got the bulk of this now. May end up finishing up my shoot here. I think I'm going to go back to my wide angle lens here for the last bit of shooting. Alrighty, yeah. Right, here I am on my wide angle lens, shooting back down to the sidewalk area in front of the Old Town Tavern there. So we got this area down here that's got to be something done with. I don't know how that's going to work. Creates kind of a bottleneck there for the bar to operate if someone's going to, not sure you can actually come through that little area there. It's too dangerous. You have to hop over a big crack. You know what's going to happen with that. Another whole issue there, unless they're going to fix this up and pour some more here tomorrow, which I suppose they could do. I don't know. All will become revealed in time. But I got the bulk of this. May finish this up here. Pan on around here. Getting ready to do some work down in front of the little museum down there. Maybe they'll start moving on and getting those steps fixed up to pour. But the sidewalk part of it's sort of finished up for the day. There's yet more that's got to be done here. Get this fixed up. Coming in out of the back parking lot right now into the Old Town Tavern. Looks like it's not even really feasible from what I can see from here. You come up there and there's a big chunk missing you would have to step over unless they do some kind of makeshift thing there. So it kind of screwy. We'll see, unless they're going to do this today, form this up, and then pour this for tomorrow. It's a possibility, I don't know. Not sure what's happening with that. But I think I may just finish this up here for today. I'm not going to be able to, I'd like to get some more stuff, but not going to be able to shoot everything that goes on down here. Limitations to what can be done on documenting all this stuff. Takes a lot of drive space to store all this footage. So I think I'll call this it for today. Maybe I'll watch for a minute or two on down here and see what's going on, but I may shoot just a little bit more, but I think I'll wrap this up right here. Alrighty. Right, here I am up by the A-line building, shooting back down through the West Paseo here. I was going to shoot a little bit here before I take off. Head back home. This looks like they're doing some work over in front of the little museum here. Maybe they're prepping for doing some ground leveling there so they can start working on those steps. Also down here in this one planter area, they fill that sort of arched section in there with dirt. So maybe getting ready to finish that off to some degree. Do some work over here in front of the little museum. Finishing off the planter areas with concrete down here. So the West Paseo is coming along. Getting concrete poured, getting some things sort of fixed up so you have an idea of how things are going to fall out in the future. So I'm probably going to finish this up right here, call it a day. First two days of June I've just concentrated on the West Paseo area. So next week I'll have to see what's happening down in the eastern part of the project, see what's going on down there. But this is what we got going on here. An eventful day in the West Paseo. Old Town Tavern sidewalk getting fixed up, though it's still some work to do there to make it where it works for the bar, I think. But we'll see how that falls out. Alrighty, I'm going to finish this up here and call it a day.